All right, Gibby, we're back. What are you excited about as Memorial Day is just upon us?
You know what it is? It's my anniversary. That is the correct answer.
Oh.
Yes, 21 years, Scribner. Yeah.
Live from the Justin Livestream Network studios, Scrib
Hey,
and Gib.
you want to know a fun fact?
What's that?
My first marriage was longer than that.
Whoa, that bomb got thrown out early. Woo!
Wait, Gibby, where's your sound that you always do?
Well,
Here we go.
do you want to know another fact?
Yeah.
That possibly could be the worst 21 years of Jody's life.
Oh.
Oh, no, just...
Well, she's only 35, isn't
Yeah, it's, I mean, that's interesting.
That's
then.
how rumors get started.
Well,
Hey,
well, no, in
you
all
know what?
seriousness, congratulations
Yeah.
Yeah.
to you and your beautiful wife, Jody.
Yeah.
And in celebration of this, I got Jody a brand new radio for her vehicle.
she? Good job, Andy.
A brand new one, too. Yeah, it's being
That's-
installed as we speak.
And I'm telling you, buddy, that might be the best gift we could have given her because it's great. So we drove down to my nephew's game this weekend, and we drove an hour and a half. And as weird as this sounds, we didn't have a radio. So we're like, it's just, when you go on these road trips, you just listen to the radio. It's what you do, right? So what Jody and I do, we love to listen to music. And all of a sudden it's dead quiet. It's like, do you realize we have to talk for an hour and a half?
So it's interesting there. Did you realize,
It was fine.
I mean,
Actually-
iHeartRadio, Spotify, you can turn your phone on and play the music
Yeah,
through
but
your phone.
when you're in your car,
And we
it
did
sounds
that
like dog crap.
We did that, knucklehead, and we stuck it in the cup holder, which gives it a little bit of an amplifier. But
Compared to
come
what
on.
a car sounds
Please,
like.
Thank
do
you.
you have
Thank
a
you.
JBL or anything
So,
like that? You could have brought a
you know what I
speaker.
Yeah, but
You know what
it
I'm
happened
saying?
when it went down. Like I get where he's coming from.
Don't
I-
stick up
Andy,
for him.
can I ask?
Hey, hold on a second. Before you said it, I just want to say
What?
it's because I am a full service and I take good care of my customers.
He does.
The first weekend it went down, she could just hit the Voxer, and I
I
was
heard-
there singing to her.
Yeah, but now
Beautiful.
That's true.
But that's a heck of a
beautiful.
deal, though.
That
A
is true.
brand new Expedition, and the radio doesn't work.
Yeah,
I'm
something
guessing
weird
it was.
happened
I'm
there.
guessing it was warranty.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
my question is, what does a new radio cost?
I think it's gonna be about $4,400.
So, folks, listen in. If you're buying a newer car, always think about the extended warranty and what they have
Always.
going on.
You have to.
always, I told
You have
Gibby,
to.
I go, I'm not selling you a vehicle without it.
No, me
You have
and
to.
Danny
You
have
have to.
3 vehicles, and all of them have extended warranty.
You have to.
No brainer.
It's
Plus,
just
you
like any
have
other.
a
Thank us later,
camper.
folks.
It's just like any other thing, though, you guys. It's a form of
You're idiots.
insurance.
It is.
It's a form of insurance. If you know what, we all hate making that insurance premium payment. We do.
But we appreciate it when you make it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, look at this guy. Yeah.
The vast
That's so he can
majority
go on
of us.
vacations. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
My vacation is Glen Hills. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, they got a nice golf course down there.
I golfed
you know,
it last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
So hold on. Well,
And I
we got to get this thing started though. But I'm coming right
We
back
are
to that.
started.
So welcome
Yeah,
to
almost
Linda's podcast studio in Brickman's basement. I mean, we're back here,
Feels
but
good.
so you
Feels good.
finally got the camper out?
Yeah, she went out last weekend. First
Dude,
time.
Did it?
you
How'd it go?
finally got it out, broke it in, huh?
Well, the golf
Yeah, we
clubs
backed
too.
her in. Yeah, golf clubs.
I'm going to take the high road on this one.
Thank you.
We'll take the
Thank
high
you.
road.
Why did you? First time using the camper. You broke it
You
in.
know what?
What do
We
you-
did not.
Is that
Not
our
sure
vital
what back
system?
to the
standing?
high road.
Hey,
There's a
we
lot
did
of
not,
stuff.
We did not bend any stabilizer jacks. How does that sound?
So, how did everything go?
My mother watches this. Come on.
What? I didn't pull out with any stabilizer jacks.
That's probably why you have 17 kids. I'm sorry, but you.
If anybody's listening to that, listen to that message.
You teed it up. I hit it out of the ballpark.
Wow. This is
Oh boy,
this is a good start. It's
it is
fun.
a good start. It is
So
a good start.
Camping was good, huh?
No, it was fun actually. Not gonna lie.
See, everything worked?
Everything worked like it should. I'm kind of an over-preparer, so I have a lot of tools and everything just in case.
No, you can't never, you know.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
you
water
never
filter.
want
Like water
something not
filter.
to
Some people
work.
have one that's that one. Some people have a water filter that's this big that just goes in line. I have like the double filtration one that's underneath, and yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just curious. I noticed this was a little emptier than did you
What's that
bring?
water filter?
Did you bring?
There's a water filter.
That's a water filter, all right.
Did you bring the portable bidet with?
No,
Yes.
no, because we had to watch how much was in our black tank. So I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you want to hang on to this?
No, I don't ever want to see that again. What the heck is going? What is going on in my
derailed.
basement
We
tonight?
derailed.
This is crazy.
Well, that's cool though. That you got the camper already rocking
went
and
camping,
rolling.
yeah,
Did you
it
get?
was
I mean, did you get the grill out and cook some dogs?
I did not. My Blackstone isn't out yet. That comes out this weekend.
So you didn't get any wieners cooked?
So no, we did not take the Blackstone out.
This might be the.
Do you have a 3
Cedar
foot
Lake-
Blackstone or like a? How big's the Blackstone?
I have the travel one. That's like
So, yeah.
just I don't know.
Still hooks up to the little tiny little
27.
little
yeah,
propane
I can do
bottle.
both actually.
That's great.
I have the little propane bottle,
where
or
they
I
eat.
have the adapter to hook it up to the front.
Go out
ones.
the big ones.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Love
what'd
it.
you have to eat?
I don't know.
Well, I suppose you got a stove in that thing. And,
Yeah, we made eggs, and we had just some like stuff we made, like leftover
and what is that?
stuff.
Didn't you say that was a 37-footer?
34.
Oh, jeez.
Love it.
Again,
Yeah, it was fun.
That
It
was
actually was
one
a lot
of
of
the.
fun,
Well,
so.
I hope so.
Sometimes it's just getting away from home. Like
It's unbelievable. And it doesn't it when you do something like that, sometimes you're not that far from home, but in your brain you feel like you're
disconnected.
disconnected. You're a
unplug,
long
like,
ways
we
away.
had to go. Her son plays flag football, so we had to go back into River Falls on Saturday. Yeah, not a big deal, right? You just drive back, and we kind of road tripped back home. Found some, just some fun stuff to do, and then we made it back to the camper. So
I have a great idea.
Oh boy, this
34-foot camper. Why don't we pull that baby over to Stevens Point the
we
night
might
before?
have to. Huh?
that
We'll
might
just
not be a terrible idea.
stay the
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
And then we can golf that nice golf
Go
course
down
over there.
Thursday, and we'll plant that thing. Are they playing on Thursday or are we playing on Friday?
Stevens
Point would be the second game, so it'd be a Friday.
Wow,
I know.
Thursday.
Right, that was Thursday, yeah.
I'd have to look.
I think that's a good idea.
So wait a minute.
We'll see.
You think it's
Break
a good
it in on-
idea? You think it's a good idea for the 4 of us to go spend a weekend in a camper?
No. Not the 4 of us.
The 3 of you.
Yeah, because we can't have you come along.
Well, he's,
you
he's
did
our
us in-
downfield. He's our
Yeah, but we
on-field guy now.
got to understand there's rules we got to follow.
My idea of roughing it is going to a hotel that doesn't have an elevator. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Really?
Yeah,
You're the farm kid, man. What are you
All
right.
talking about?
I want to be pampered. But you know what? We got to
We're
get going.
8 minutes in, boys.
Well, hey, let's do it.
I'm pretty sure we've already covered the Gibby's Lane gutter ball of the week, and that was the first 7 minutes of our podcast.
Whoa,
good.
come
Yeah,
on.
that depends.
But we got to get to the JLS Agency Egg Minute of the Week.
It's heat now.
What do you got out there, Moose?
I think things once they broke loose started to go pretty well. Some guys were in early, some guys were not, depending on what kind of
When
soil
you say
had.
broke loose, what do you mean by that?
When everybody got going, some
Okay.
guys waited. It was a little bit wet right away. It was weird. It was. You guys remember? You guys know how windy it was, right?
Yes.
Wet?
So what happens is it when it dries out, it's mucky underneath, but it dries out
Dries
on
out.
top.
So
So
it's
you think you
crusty
can
on
go.
top,
Well, it's not
but-
crusty; it's just dry. So you think you can go
But decent underneath.
Yeah, yeah. You
Crusty
got
on
that?
top.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay. So
And then you just kind of got to hit the top a little bit.
a little bit to get to the good stuff.
What in
No.
the HE double toothpicks
just-
is going on?
So anyway, this is a derailed show.
This
So
Anyway.
so Moose, let's talk about the all honesty. We were on very, very dry conditions until this weekend, and that
Yes.
I don't know what you guys got, but I got 2 inches at my house. You shut up. But anyways,
You were the only one.
But for Sunday night, got 1.5 inches, and then got another half inch on
inch.
Monday, and that was very important because you'll notice that corn that was planted since the last time it rained already is. That's it. I give up. I'm done. You guys are horrible human beings. I'm trying to be serious about this because agriculture is one of my favorite things. But you know
Mine
what?
too.
But you know what? We need some
ruined it.
heat. We
No, I
need some
didn't.
heat.
It's a simple question.
Anyway, it was
I'll tell
really
you
windy.
what, 33 degrees this morning when you
help.
woke up did
Yeah,
not
that
help
was-
at all.
I mean,
so that
Here's
was
the
scary.
problem: the guys that went early, we got a rain, and then it got really windy and it crusted up.
Yep.
Right. So then, some of that corn did not come up.
Oh my! You know what? I'm. This is off the rails. Wow.
Can you guys get a hold of yourself?
I wonder
here?
why you farmers are off the rails.
I gotta
That's all you guys talk
I gotta
about
take
is
my
crust
logo off of here.
and
This is not good.
Inch and a half.
You put the
Good
corn
Lord.
down. You put the corn down 2 inches.
So
I mean, I did go down by me, the
I'm gonna
fields. I'm
take your-
starting to see we got corn about this high coming out of the
We call
ground.
that Scribner. We're growing the Scribner.
Well, the rain helped. A little bit of warm weather helped.
and we did get some moisture.
It's been a cold spring. That's the problem.
It's been wet.
It has not been wet.
Wet and cold.
times.
It's been
It's like
dry.
Gibby's pool, I heard, because it doesn't turn the heater on.
All right. Well, that was your
Do we
JLS
start over?
agency
Do we
egg.
start over?
No,
Oh, my gosh.
This is how we go.
Please, people, suffer
I
through this.
I
We're
don't
getting
think
through
people,
this.
people probably think that we went to Champs or no, our sponsor Newts and Oz as well before. We did not. This is just we're going. So anyway, but we're having fun.
Sobriety looks
So
good
anyhow,
on me.
It does. It does.
That is the best one. That's good. I like that. All right. Hey, that is the Eggman. But I tell you what, for a couple weeks, the farmers were going at it, like you said. And I'll be honest, we're driving home from work a few nights, and I was actually talking to you. It was just a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
You could see the farmers were out there working in the fields
Dust
and
bowl,
stuff.
they called it.
So it's good to get some moisture now. As long as we can get some of this warmer weather with a little bit more moisture, hopefully it's a good season for the farmers. They need it.
Well, we got a great dump the other day. We did. It dumped quite a bit the other night.
Yeah,
Like
we said
Andy
an
said,
inch.
like an inch and a half.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we needed it.
Yep.
Your lawn needed it. Everything.
Everything.
My lawn was dead.
Yeah, there was a lot of there was just it was hard.
Yeah.
Hard and dead.
Hard and dead. All right.
All right.
So that's the egg minute.
Yeah, we're done with that. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Please, can we?
Well, let's talk about their the Cedar Lake Speedway. There's been rumors that there was 2 clowns driving around town and then out to Cedar Lake Speedway talking about something exciting that happened at the Speedway a couple weeks ago. Do you two know anything about these clowns?
We had a good time, Brink, didn't we? And
I don't really remember.
the one thing we just really know how to do it next time, right? I mean, there's a lot going on out there. There's a lot of people. It's our first time that was out there. Chris Heinbuch did a really nice job of setting us up, and I think now I believe what we thought we would do is bring out our booth and set the booth up in the corner and kind of do a little bit different. So we tried to do some live things, and that didn't work out great, but at the end of the day, we figured out how to do it. So we'll be back out. We'll be back out this year. We will be back out this year. There's a lot of big events out there, so we'll be back.
There's a lot of big events.
It was
out
so
there.
fun, though. We had a blast. And the kids
We got
had a
to
blast.
shoot a podcast from
Yeah.
the live one during it. Is what
Yeah.
we got to do.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
then kind of do some stuff. I think that'd be cool. But I watched a little bit of you guys. I'm a huge follower of the Scrib Gib podcast.
Oh, good.
Listen to see.
You don't even have Facebook,
Well, I still watched. I have ways.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about Cedar Lake Speedway. Our good friends at Cedar Lake Speedway. I emceed the Hospital Foundation Sporting Clays tournament today out at Game Unlimited. Had a great time. We had 134 shooters out there, and it was a lot of fun. But anyways, Steve Massey, the president of Westfield Hospital, when he got up, he talked about each of the title sponsors of it. You know, the gold sponsors, as he called them, and he talked about Cedar Lake Speedway, and he says, "You guys." You know, I can't say enough about Cedar Lake Speedway. Whenever we ask them for anything, that they're just there. They're willing to be a part of this community. They're willing to help us. And he goes, they are great sponsors of everything with the hospital. So Cedar Lake Speedway, once again, you guys go above and beyond. They treated Gibby and I like we were kings out there that night, and that was a lot of fun. And they do deserve a lot of credit. I think I've said it to a lot of people in the last 2 years. It is amazing how much of a family event Cedar Lake Speedway has become. There's
I agree.
Tons.
I mean, if you haven't gone out there, you're kind of wasting an opportunity. I mean, it's. I don't think we realize how amazing of a track that is. and it's in our backyard.
They're bringing
it is like one of the best tracks in America.
They're bringing the best of the best.
Yes,
twice a year.
and it's in our backyard. And we just kind of take it so much for granted. And I know people complain about this, like the noise, that type of. It's like, come on, man. It's like it's very rare that you have something like Cedar Lake Speedway that everybody around the country that knows dirt track, they know Cedar Lake Speedway.
They keep it going. They're done. After that 10 o'clock mark, they're really pushing to get that everybody out of there. Or the cars off. They have a good system down. It's just a fun event. I mean,
it's
you
great.
said, they're bringing the best of the best when it comes to sprint cars and late models. The Outlaws are coming in. That's a step down from, you have NASCAR guys that started
100%,
in the sprints,
100%.
or in the late models, and so it's just fun to see that. And the NASCAR guys love it so much they go back to drive. Like look at the Tony Stewarts of the world.
We've had a lot of them out there at Cedar Lake Speedway. So love it.
Great place.
All right, we'll have to get out there again this year. So again, thanks to Cedar Lake Speedway, one of our best sponsors, along with Vital Systems. The Vital Systems stat of the week. What do you got, Brink? Well, I want to talk about the failure last night of the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. 22-point lead in the fourth quarter, and the Cavs lose.
And they lost by a ton.
Yeah, in overtime.
It's like they forgot how to shoot.
Professional sports team, and I mean, how do you not play defense? At least at some point.
Have you watched the NBA?
I know, but but that's the problem. You know what I mean? I agree, but it's like, come on. James Harden. I mean, what are you doing, right? I mean,
He's never played defense.
I know, but that's how you show up, and then you expect to get a big paycheck. You know what I mean? Like the fans. That's just embarrassing.
Fear the beard.
If you ask me, and I think that's part of what's wrong with professional sports in different ways. Like that's just embarrassing, and it probably cost them a chance because it's gonna be tough now to come back and win game 2, and then you got to at least win something at home. So just crazy. 22-point lead, and I believe it was with 8 minutes to go. They lost it.
It was unbelievable. They lost by double digits.
In overtime.
Single overtime in that game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the night before they had the other teams there, they were. Yeah, it's I was listening this morning to K-Fan, and they were talking about how in hockey, so it's now the conference finals in hockey, and Carolina has played because they swept both of their series, but they've played 8 games in the last 37 days. And then you look at Colorado. Well, they've had to play 9. They've had to play 9 because they lost 1 game to the Wild. So it's it just makes it hard to get excited.
and compare that too, right? And not to dwell on this, but it's like you can get guys like Harden. I'm not trying to take anything away from his talent, right? But when you get, that's the difference in my mind between NBA basketball, and I don't mind watching it actually in the playoffs. But you can't be a candy ass and be in the playoffs in NHL hockey right now. You can't go out there and just do what some of those guys, just trying to be these glamour stars that are just going to go out and score points. That's why I love different. I mean, again, I have an appreciation for the NBA, and I'd like to watch because there are some guys that go all out. There's no doubt about it. But the guys that get away with what you're saying, like with Harden, that drives me nuts. Right? It's like you got to put it all on the line, man. Like this is championships. This is what you play for. It's not just about the amount of money that you can stack up in your bank account. And that's why I really truly do appreciate the NHL, because man, it's nuts out there watching those guys just absolutely destroy each other in the playoffs, just trying to get that cup.
It doesn't matter if you're best friends with one of them.
Yeah,
they're going to take your head off.
Dude, you get pucks to the face. You get. I mean, there's so much appreciation I have for them.
All right. Well, we did talk a little bit of NBA, and that's probably more than we needed to.
Yeah,
but we got to talk some Tiger sports because
Yes,
there's some
we do.
exciting stuff going on. We're getting
Lots.
Brink, like you said, we're winding down. We're winding down to the high school sports season with baseball, softball, track, golf, tennis. So, Moose, why don't you let's talk a little bit of Tiger sports, and what do you got for us on the softball side of things? I know.
I was going to text her. I haven't texted. I
that's
was
fine.
going to get the record, but Tiger softball, kind of been hit a little bit by the injury bug. When your main pitcher's kind of having some back issues and you're going through. We're not real deep at pitcher, so that makes it a little bit tougher. Our third pitcher is Riley Carlson, so when your top pitcher goes out, you're throwing a freshman out there. But I will say Riley Carlson, as a freshman playing against these girls, has held her own.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right? Like,
we're going to try to get it on here, it sounds like, too.
Yeah.
Some of the other freshmen.
You want to talk about a sport that, to me, I think, volleyball could be, but I think softball can be. You start making that step from, Scribner, what would be 7th and 8th grade? U14-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah. To a varsity game. That's a big step. There's some good pitchers that we're facing, that Chip girl, Violet, can't remember her last name. She's going to NDSU. She already has.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's all in. That girl will rip your head off. Excitement, like energy.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's like, it's
That's
real.
Great.
So kudos to, Riley Carlson stepping up, pitching, just getting in there and doing it. She puts a little, I call it the old man muscle, but she's a female, but you know what I mean? Like,
right.
She's just tiny and she's a female and she's a freshman, wait till she kind of matures a little bit.
That's
so
great.
She'll be fun to watch in the next few years. But anyway, kind of going through a little bit of a slump right now, with those injuries. Our bats haven't been behind us. I don't have the record.
I got it. They're 10-9 overall, 8-5 in the Big Rivers.
Yeah, so we're still on the
third place.
Yep, third place. We're on the upper end. We lost River Falls last night. That's the problem. We just haven't gotten our bats going. If they figure that out, they're a fun team.
And they have been nicked by, like you said, because Kendall Furman's been out all year.
And she's another
arm, right?
Yep, she played last year as a freshman. She was a pitcher. She's been out all year. She's been playing just a little bit of second base here and there. Finally, again, she's been DHing halfway through the season.
Okay,
so kind of slowly getting back into it.
I got the batting stats for the Big Rivers. If this is right, number 1 is Caitlin Swanepoel hitting about 550.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Lauren Raleigh hitting about 440. Number 3 is Addie Lucas hitting about 436. Number 5 is, I don't even know how this is possible, Gracie Strand hitting 400. I mean, that girl's done that.
Well, okay.
And she's done it all on her own. I mean, nobody. I love
we
Gracie.
hit really well out of the gate this season. And we
don't got, 400? That's still good.
But you hit, if you're probably hitting 600 to 700 on the first 3, 4, 5 games.
So it's been
what does it take to get to 400? Like Gracie's been in a slump. And in softball, Gracie's one that she's in a slump, but she also works she's going to make this pitcher pitch. She's a good eye. I'll give her credit. Like she can work a pitcher and get some pitches thrown and draw a walk. But it's just as a team, the bats are going if you look at the stats, if they're correct, the problem would be, I think they're not all going at the same time.
Sure.
So we're leaving a couple.
Yeah, that's that sport. Baseball, softball,
pond,
it's all very similar. Right?
Leaving the ducks in the pond, as they say. So other than that, the girls, I'm excited for them to get into playoffs, and we got one more game, which will be today if this comes out Thursday, but one more game at home, and then it's playoffs next week.
Crazy.
So did the seedings come out yet for Division 1? They came out for the other 4 divisions.
I haven't even looked yet,
but they haven't.
That's your guys'
and they just said they're like, oh, we're going to announce Division 1 later in the week. I'm like,
it's the
why?
same thing. That's what they did with baseball too. That's
did they?
Normal. Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. That's your guys' forte. I usually hear it in our little text thread that we have with you guys. But yeah, that's softball update.
All right, baseball. Baseball. I mean, I do know. They're hanging right in their younger team, right? Lost a lot of seniors last year, but still doing good. I'm going to work on getting the record here for them as well. One thing to note, though, is they did get to play Hudson last night. And, Hudson being led by Jace Matazinski, the National Player of the Month.
For April, yeah.
For April is right down the road in Hudson. That's crazy. Interesting stat about last night, facing the New Richmond Tigers. Jace Matazinski up to bat, strike 1 looking, strike 2 looking, strike 3 swinging. Jace Matazinski strikes out against Jackson Von Wald. Little cousin strikes out Jace Matazinski.
Isn't that perfect? You've got a little bit, and when he probably has unbelievable chance of making the league.
Yeah.
You can rest your hat on that.
I struck that guy out in high school.
Yeah, and and it's his cousin too, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's wonderful, and I'm sure they have Christmases maybe together or something together.
I hope so.
That's always fun. So, no, but the point is sometimes it does, sometimes they don't. But what's great, we play tomorrow night.
Yeah, they do too.
at home. So we'll be up there tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be a decent sized crowd for that one. And
Yeah, I would think so. I know, Grayson wanted to go obviously last night, and I'm like, I can't. We were busy. We had other things going on, but I'm sure it was a good crowd.
I'll give a shout out to Matthew Fowkes. He got a hold of one when we were playing at Wakanda because they were playing at the same time as the girls softball team. So if you've ever been to Wakanda Park in Menominee, you get the baseball field and the softball field is right next to it.
sure.
Yeah, all of a sudden we had a baseball landing in our infield.
Yeah, he crushed it.
That would be Fowkes. So he cleared our fence to get it in the infield.
Wow. That's a bomb.
Yeah, he hit it pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, Tigers are 9-6 overall, 5-6 in conference. So right now they're in fifth. Obviously Hudson's 19-3, 10-1 in conference. I did not know. I don't know who they lost.
Whoever they just lost to.
River Falls.
Oh, so they did drop down 3 spots in the
I saw
the state
that
ranking.
in the state ranking.
Yeah,
because then there was another team that lost 2, and they only dropped 1, and I was like,
It's kind of weird, though. I mean, the one thing I would say about Hudson is they've gone and played everybody. So,
yeah, and they beat some big dogs.
And
too,
they beat
so.
some big dogs without their best pitchers because they pitched during the week in the Big Rivers.
Right.
oh, and then
Yeah.
It'll be a very interesting when playoffs come.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
I would
It'll be
agree,
fun.
and it'll be interesting to see stats-wise. I mean, because Matazinski's a stud.
Yeah.
fun to have that in your conference, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's right there, right?
I give Hudson a lot of credit. They, in all sports, they go all over the state of Wisconsin looking for competition.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and part of it is that's what you can do. I mean, they believe in it, right? It is what it is, but when you're a D1, as big as they are,
You got to go find it.
They want to go find it, and they're driving to Madison or Milwaukee almost every weekend.
Right. Yep. Makes sense.
That's what it takes.
Yep.
All right, what do you got for golf there, big dog?
Well, in golf, I really am not finding much out there for statistics. It does look like in right now there should be one more match left for each team. Richmond currently is sitting in 5th place with 31.5 match points. Hudson is number 1 with 50.5. River Falls second, 44. Rice Lake, Menominee, and then, like I said, New Richmond at 31.5 points. I really didn't find very much at all about
Individual stuff.
about individual stuff on golf. I know you found some stuff
Yeah,
for us
I know,
as to who's out there.
Tegan Lachaussee, Nolan Grubbs. Who was I all naming? I was Blake Staffney.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if anybody's listening and you got any information on the golf team, we'd love to get it. I've been scouring the old Google box here, and it's just tough to find. You just can only find
if we don't have it, we can't report on it. So
with all these different changes that have happened, it's tough to find everything this year. So,
I do know that Richmond's going to be looking for a new golf coach next year, as the current golf coach has accepted a teaching job in very close to where he grew up, but in Norwood Young America, where he'll also serve as the offensive coordinator of the football team.
Oh, well,
and he was one of the football coaches here in Richmond, so congratulations to him. He gets to go.
Hartman, right?
Hartman, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
well, that leaves us. Can you take care of boys tennis, please?
no, I can't actually.
Well, we can, but I don't got neither. Unfortunately, that's another one I tried finding.
It's hard to
tennis.
find those sports that are
It's
a
just
little quieter.
But last year it was a little bit easier, but this year is just not. I mean, that's the one thing. There was a lot of nice information on the Tiger Athletic page you could find, and we were able to kind of.
That's coming back, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome, because that was kind of nice to be able to recap, because on some of the stuff I just feel bad. Like, I want to give props to the tennis team, but I just don't know much about it.
Can I talk about that for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we'd
the
love.
Tiger Athletic page, along with their social medias, just with changing of the guard and just a bunch of changes that were going, not just personnel, but I want to say software, but like some back office changes, right? Not companies getting bought out and different things. It was a big change. And so actually Justin Livestream's been working with them, and we're going to get the athletic page and the social medias really going back again, kind of with the help of Beth Gold. If people probably know who Jason Wolf is.
Yep.
But there's only one way Jason Wolf is Jason Wolf, and that's with Beth. She is
She
amazing.
runs the show.
Oh, she's so good. So we'll be working with her hopefully closer in the 26-27 school year. So just make sure you're still following all the pages, because they're coming back.
Love it.
That's
and another
awesome.
thing too is that Bound is they're hiring people to take over these other these sports, and really when you look at Bound started in Wisconsin on August 15th. So Travis Wilson's been he's there with football and then boys basketball, the girls basketball, and now they're hiring more people.
It'll get better as we go.
Yeah,
It will.
for sure.
So it was just a little bit of an influx. One thing we have to talk about is girls soccer in Richmond right now. Well, they're 4-10-2 overall, 3-4 in conference. Unfortunately, they are on a 7-game losing streak. Tuesday night they played Hudson. Monday night they played Hudson, lost 7-1. Last night they played a very, very good game actually against River Falls. They did lose that one 1-0, but it was a good game. Tomorrow night I know that they are hosting Ashland. Ashland does not have a JV program. Ashland wants to get back up to the Northland quicker, so that game's actually going to be at the high school on the pitch at NRHS, but it's going to be at 5 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. So
that makes
if
sense.
you want to go watch some girls soccer tomorrow night in Richmond and Ashland, we'll be playing. Ashland's usually a pretty good Division III team. They're 11-7-2 on the season. So, like I said, the Tigers are 4-10-2. Tigers have, their leading scorer is a freshman.
Who's
but
that?
they have, and I can't remember her name right now. Right after I said that, because I'm a big dum.
Oh, that's fine.
Hold on a second. I bet you I can pull that up right here. It's on Bound.
No roster.
No, it's not on. Well, unless her name is Print Report, that her name's on there. But anyways, so they're going through some growing pains. But last night they played a really good game, and to be honest with you, Ashley Jensen, the junior goaltender for the Tigers, she played a lot different than I've seen her play the last 2 years. And a lot of River Falls people were talking to me after the game about how good our goalie was. So she can make a
and I
difference.
haven't followed girls soccer. I think scoring was sometimes our biggest issue. We're not getting the ball in the net.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a cliche, but I'm saying like they lost some games where we just didn't score.
Well, I mean, we lost 1-0 last night.
That's what I mean. I thought
You
last
know,
time we just obviously got to.
Holman's one of the best teams in the state. They lost to them 2-1. But, we also lost to Rice Lake 4-0. And, we tied Baldwin a couple weeks ago, zip, and lost to Onalaska 0-1. And, the first time they played Hudson, it was 1-2. And
so a lot of low-scoring games, right? Like, that's what I remember you were talking about that a little bit, so I didn't know what it was like.
They're having some problems finding the back of the net, but,
that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's get to the last sport, the track and field. It's been a lot has happened since the last time we spoke. I know the last time we spoke, we were getting ready for the stand bar relays. They've been here and gone, and that was a great.
Okay, sorry. Stand bar relay, Northwood Tech graduation, dance explosion practice. All on that
Dance explosion. End of the year recital.
End of the year recital practice that night. There was you serious? You can't make it 40 minutes. He's like a little kid. You just went. Hold on, 33 minutes ago, you just went.
Wow,
So the biggest thing about the stand bar relays that I took away from it is at the time, 8 of the best times. Measurements, whatever you want, 8 different events, the best time or whatever you want to say, score, however you want to look at it. Yeah. But 8 of the best in the state were at the stand bar relays.
Oh, wow.
And the stand bar relays, for people that don't know it, it is the biggest regular season meet in western Wisconsin. I was on Instagram 2 days before it, and there were kids from opposing schools, posting, the best regular season track meet of the year is in 2 nights in Richmond. The stand bar relays be there, so that was really cool. Very
many
impressive.
schools?
16.
Actually, it was 15 because something happened and Noka pulled out. It's just
funny
2
because
days.
you go I ran to Walmart quick because I needed something because we do the recital for Dance Explosion. Ran to Walmart and there's 8 buses parked right there, right?
So, but Walmart, that was really nice of them. Jason Wolf reached out to them and said, hey, we got a parking problem. They were very good. I know Wolfie had to run down and pick people up at Walmart, like handicapped people that couldn't get into the handicap lot. So, when I was in high school, when I was a kid, I guess, the Richmond Relays was a 2 Friday night event. The first Friday night was boys. The second Friday night of May was always girls. And it was 32 teams. So it still really is a 32-team tournament because it's 16 boys, 16 girls, but that's changed over the years. But yeah,
they
it was
long
awesome.
jump and everything else too?
Absolutely. Yeah. So what they do is you take long jump, you get 3 guys or girls, whatever, and you add them all up. Oh. So that's what's so neat about the relays aspect of everything is a relay. Okay. So it's the discus throw relay. So you can have
your top 3 and nice.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
You run 3 and
that's cool.
Yeah, a great performance by the Richmond Tigers there. They won it for the boys. Girls, I think, were 5th, 6th, something like that. But yeah, they and for the smaller schools, I mean, the Camerons, the Unities, and that they
Cameron
really
showed up in some girls sports. Holy,
wow!
The 4x4 that was
third year in a row they've been that good. Yeah,
that was something.
Gibby, welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
I was listening.
But it's been fun. Just a couple nights ago was the Big Rivers Conference meet in Eau Claire Memorial, and I went, and that was fun to watch, man. I tell you.
Where was it at?
Eau Claire Memorial. We talk about it on here a lot, but I just don't think people understand the Tiger strength, the conditioning, all that stuff that Reggie and Sean do is amazing. Then you roll it into the track program, and I've talked to a couple people at work that like they're thinking our strength and conditioning is just unrivaled in the area. But are we just running through a crazy group of young men that are just fast? Or is it something that, we're creating it?
We're teetering on the point where it's been year after year after year. You can't say it's like so. And we've created a track program that's a football program that's so pro track.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Cooper got told one time, if you want to learn how to run to be a running back, you go out for track, and that's I think just a sentiment our football team is really for the boys' side anyway.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been fun to watch. Down at conference, we won the 100, the 200, the 400. Talking to a couple people. Keegan Lang, this great pickup, never ran track, came out this year and runs a 22.59 in the 400 to take 4th at conference. Coming from the second.
200.
Sorry, the 200, sorry. Coming from the second heat, which he won. So if he would have been in the fast heat, could have he got 3rd? I don't know. But Whittick and Ben Hepner won it, and Whittick was 2nd. But just great speed. And it was just fun to watch. And I haven't been to a big conference meet in a while. Stand bar relay, I was there. That was fun. I got there towards the end for the 4x4 because Collins was playing some hoops to watch Graceland and the team and watch the boys too win, which was a phenomenal time.
Yeah,
that was crazy. But it was fun. The 4x4. Memorial and Menominee for girls were battling, and just every hand up, they're running across the field, cheering them on in the backstretch. It was crazy. It was fun to watch. And then when I got to the boys, New Richmond was up there, and it was fun to watch. Dylan Oven ran a great race. He had to fill in, and then it was Ty Heron, and then Ben. And I'm telling you, that Hepner kid is something. He can run.
Yeah, he
can run.
So you talk about, is it the program or is it the kid? I think in Hepner's situation, it's both. There's times where it's genetic, and then there's times where you got the right genetic kid in the right program, because he's just always been able to fly that kid.
But is it both? But is it because their whole family's been in track, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, how do we keep everybody interested to get all the siblings to start coming out?
Right.
So it's just fun to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and I think when you ask, is it the program or is it the athlete? I think it's both.
Yeah,
I think we have. But what's so neat about our track program is that the difference from these kids as freshmen to seniors, you don't have that kid that was actually faster as a freshman, which you see quite a bit of in high school athletics. These kids are getting better every year. It's unbelievable. So at the conference meet, We got disqualified in the 4x2 on a bad handoff. Happens, okay, but obviously that can't happen. If that happens again, you're out because you go to regionals. But still, so because of that, Chippewa Falls picked up 10 points where they really should have gotten 8, and New Richmond should have got the 10. But New Richmond still won by...
Chip did not win that. That was Hudson.
Hudson, excuse me. But,
everybody got more, and we got
0.
New Richmond ended up still getting 155 points to Chippewa Falls had 123. River Falls, third place, 84.5. Hudson, 77, and then Menominee, 75.5. That's a pretty dominant performance at a Division I WIA track meet. Now on the girls...
Yeah, but think about some of the things. Like Whittick won the 100, second in the 200, won the long jump, triple jump.
Yeah.
Ben won the 200 and the 400. Zach Ader jumped 6'6", personal best. 6'6". That guy's only a junior, and he's not the tallest guy. I mean,
high jump 6 foot 6 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the last two.
That's a foot taller than you.
Everybody was cheering him on, and I knew it was up over his personal best. I could see that from a distance. But, 6'6". So,
wow.
I think the top...
That's incredible, man.
And the top in the state right now is 6'8" by Bryce Austin, according to Milestone, Wisconsin. So, crazy. I mean, we got some of our some of our relays for the boys are right up there at the best in the state, depending on how they're going to stack them. You're going to get now regionals, like, do you stack one? What do you want to run? It's going to be pretty.
It becomes a game.
Yeah. You're talking about the 4x2 we got DQ'd in, but then the 4x1 we lost by like .002, but you didn't have Austin running it. You didn't have Ben running it, either the 100 or the 200. So there's a lot of things they can do. The coaches have a lot of thinking over the next few days for the boys.
So what will happen now is going to regionals. Each kid can be in 3 events. They can be in 4 as long as one of them is either a running or a field event. So you can be in up to 4 events as long. So like Austin, because one of his events is the long jump, he can be in that 3rd running event. So it's all strategy. I mean, regionals is 100% about strategy, and then sectionals is going out there and doing it, and then stage showtime. Yeah,
right?
Who can you get through? Survivor Nights. We should though talk about the girls because there was a couple girls that had some really great performances. On Richmond finished 6th, I believe, with 62 points. But Etta Carlson, she won the
100.
Yeah, she won the 100-meter dash. Allie Harold was 2nd in that, and then Amelia Cisneros was 4th. I thought I saw that.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was in the 100, right?
She was 9th.
Oh, they got something not right here. It just keeps saying
Carlson
that.
was a champion.
Yeah, and she looked really, really fast, and it was fun to watch because I'd been in a couple ones where I didn't know if she could get to that speed, and man, she looked good. And she anchored the 4x1 that did win. Ran a 50.1 and broke the conference record that held for 10 years, which was kind of surprising.
That is outstanding.
And who else was on that? Who was the other members of that?
Nadia Unruh, Alex Wold, Graceland Scribner, and then Etta. So that was kind of a fun little race.
That's
and then 4x2, I think they got 5th. 4x4, they got 4th. But that was a fun Menominee memorial race to watch too.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch. Girls did good. It's just fun to watch. So
4x100, Nadia Unruh, Alex Wold, Etta Carlson, and the Graceland. G. Money
I don't know if it's
Scribner.
but it's just Graceland.
Yeah,
the Graceland. So good for her. Good for her. Good for all the kids. What a great performance. So it all starts Tuesday. So Tuesday is regionals at Menominee for the track teams. Basically what it is it's the Big Rivers meet. You take out Rice Lake. They slide down to Division II, and Superior slides in for that. And then next Friday will be sectionals over at DC Everest, which they have an amazing football setup. It's pretty cool. They got a neat stadium over there for football and also track and field events. So I've been to several sectionals there, and I do plan on going over to that next Friday.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
New Richmond should be well represented, I would think, for the sectionals, hopefully on both boys and girls. So it should be a fun one.
Yeah.
I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to give Brinkman one. I mean, we already did the gutter ball of the week, so we're going to leave it at that. But unbelievable. Somehow your Minnesota Vikings got the draft.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't it? I mean, it's
Where are you going to hold it? I mean, what's the discussion here? I mean,
I think we should hold. This is a whole nother. We're about ready to cap this off. This is 10,
okay. Well, you
15
come
minutes.
back.
Where did they put it in Green Bay?
At the stadium.
So why can't they do it at U.S. Bank?
Well, that's iconic.
Well, but
US
they did,
Bank is.
No, but buddy, they didn't do it in the stadium. They did it outside the stadium.
Oh.
that's what they'll do.
And
They'll
there's
shut down the streets around. You got that
atmosphere.
Yeah,
4.5
the
acre
atmosphere, that'll be
park.
all shut down. You know, you can do it in the stadium at U.S. Bank because it feels like you're
You
outside.
can't
But
because
they don't.
Because
It's
I mean,
crazy they don't do it
like
in
the
the
smallest one in recent times was in Green Bay,
Yeah.
and over 3 days they put 600,000 people
Buddy,
in there.
it's nuts. It's unbelievable.
There was 805,000 fans in Pittsburgh this year for the draft.
Wow.
So can you come back, have a plan, and also have an over-under on how many cars will get stolen?
I know.
You know what?
Yeah.
Be
It'll be-
interesting
it's
to
just
see
being a
how
good-
many private jets land at the old Richmond airport.
No, there'll be some
Yes.
there.
Hopefully
I'll
they're
be
staying at my
interested where they
house.
put it.
I wouldn't
sure.
be surprised if Mall of America becomes a big part of it because you
I-
got plenty
They
of
thought
parking
about
out there. I mean, they do say that they're going to make a staple of it is going to be U.S. Bank Stadium, but I'm sure they've got it all figured out. I mean,
Well, somehow they got it.
it's
So
gonna-
when you presented it, you had to win it. You had
you
to
know,
win
when
the
you
bid.
look at like around Lambeau Field, the Oneida in that square there, they shut that down 6 weeks before this thing ever.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're gonna have to do some stuff like that in Minneapolis. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with, but
Yep. They'll make it work.
Come
the
back with
NFL
more
says-
information.
They also
NFL
they also had it in Nashville, and that also seems very congested too. So
yeah.
they'll figure it
They'll
out.
figure it out because they didn't just willy nilly pick this.
Well, that's what I'm
They have
saying.
a game plan
Yeah.
in place.
Well,
They have a game
More
plan.
more teams.
I trust the NFL.
More NFL teams bid on hosting the draft than do the Super Bowl.
Why wouldn't?
And
they?
I'm sure part of that is because of the fact there's certain, there's no reason for Green Bay to bid on a Super Bowl. They're not putting the Super Bowl in Green Bay. They're not putting it in Pittsburgh. They're not
Right,
putting it in
right.
Philadelphia.
It's not going to be outside.
Yeah, it's not going to be outside. the
And you
weather.
probably make way more money off the draft. Zero doubt.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt
Probably.
it.
There's no doubt.
I wouldn't doubt it at all.
4 days of, yeah, it's good versus the one.
Hey, we also got to give a shout out to all the New Richmond, Somerset, St. Croix Central seniors that graduated this last week.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Congratulations!
Pretty
I
cool.
was at watched New Richmond's because that you need tickets for, but I went to Somerset's and it was good. It's always fun to watch the speeches and listening to. It's fun.
Yeah.
So
and we got to give.
I'm on year like 5 or 6 of the speeches.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, you have what 10?
18 more kids. We also got.
I had no kids graduating, just live streaming them. You're just like, oh, there's 18 valedictorians. Yes. Super.
So interesting.
they're
New
good. They were pretty
Richmond,
good.
Somerset does not have their valedictorian do a speech.
No, they don't?
No, they pick one student.
I'm sure there's
and
a
they
joke
do
in there about Somerset valedictorians, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm above it.
We do
Richmond
got-
did a nice job. They started combining them. So like, I think they shortened up and then they, like there's 4, in one speech.
Yeah, it was
One
good.
more thing before we do, we got to give a shout out to the Peterson family, and,
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
and we're
Absolutely.
thinking about
Thank you
them
for
with the
remembering.
loss of a great one here in town, Rick Melby. A lot of a lot of people knew him as Melby. Obviously, you guys, lifelong New Richmond residents, probably knew him more. I knew him through work. Melby was a great guy. Succumbed to the.
And tonight was his celebration
memorial.
of life and his memorial. And, this is one thing I'm going to say about Rick is that, it's not like Rick and I hung out a bunch, but there's people in your life, and that I always appreciate this, is that every time, and I'm not saying like 90% of the time, I'm saying like every time I ran into Melby and I said, Melby, and he looked over, big smile on his face.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's those types of people are rare in your life. I really do believe that every time you're around them, they're smiling.
Not you.
They're bringing positivity. They're doing that, right? So to me, yes. Boy, they broke the mold with that one.
Yeah. Same way at work, though. That's exactly how it was at work. The grind of the factory and that no matter what, the guy was always in a lively, positive mood,
Well, think about-
attitude. It was great. Like he brought energy every time to a 7 to 3 job, and it was fun to be around him.
And that's what I'm saying, right? Like everybody loves to piss and moan at work. because they're right. It just is what it is. But at the end of the day, there's those people, and I love seeking them out. Right, you could just tell those folks like Melby that you know what. Every time I'm around that guy, he's smiling, and those are the people I'm always drawn to because you just want to surround yourself with people that make your life better, and he was one of them, and he's going to be missed big time. So
yeah, thoughts and prayers to the Peterson family and to the Melby family.
Absolutely,
so we're thinking of you, and Melby will be looking down on us.
Make us smile a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
One more. Can I just touch on?
Yes.
Not that, but this is a good segue.
Yeah.
If you notice our background, it's Memorial Day.
It is.
Find your local, talk to your local Legion or your VFW. They have services going on Monday for Memorial Day.
They do.
Have you ever been to one? In high school, I played taps. My dad was a veteran, or is a veteran. So he was part of the Legion, and they would do the service at the cemetery, honoring all of the veterans at that cemetery.
Wow.
So just something to do. Take your kids. It's definitely an experience if you haven't done it before.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah,
no,
good.
there's no. I've had family members that have served, and
it's really
same thing. I mean,
it hits home when your dad is part of it, and then like I say, in high school or junior high, I played taps. They do a live trumpet at the cemetery, and then when you're at a funeral for your grandpa, and they're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So
Remember,
it's just something that hits hard. So just something that'll hit hard for me someday. Unfortunately, or fortunately, not right now, right? But
think about it. It's why we get to do this.
Exactly.
I mean, that's where it comes down to freedom isn't free, right?
Yeah.
And people have lost their lives, so we can sit here and
So take your kids, and if you have nothing to do on Monday morning, it's neat.
Think about this. We went the whole time without picking on Brinkman. That's a first. Your mom will be proud of you.
I don't know. Do you guys remember the first 10 minutes of this podcast?
Not really, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I don't think we want to listen to
We
that.
got a lot
All
of
right. Well,
explaining
check
to
it
do.
out. Hey, remember, if you like it, subscribe. If you got any content you want to have us review, talk about, hey, let us know. We'd love to cover everything. And again, I'm Scrib.
And I'm Gib.
I'm Brank.
We got Moose literally on the loose today.
On the loose.
Yeah, darn right it was.
Woo! Camping!
Teeing up right here.